No, but for real, are you employed? No, we don't have unemployed youth. Coming here to tell people about drug addiction. No one will believe you. Are you employed?
Because it's one of the reasons why people use drugs. So you need to be employed in order to
yes.
I'm not employed, but I'm searching.
Meanwhile, are you seeing this is my sister Belinda, I'm Brendalyn, and she's Bridget. We're the 3 Bs.
Yeah, 3 Bs.
Anyway, for real, like today we want to talk about drug addiction in our society because we know that it's not something that is talked about quite often. Yes. And because we have a brother who has been an addict for quite a long time, about 15 years?
About 15 years.
Yeah, about 15 years. And we just want to share our experiences, you know, some memories, some are funny, some are sad. And just to encourage everyone out there that drug addiction is a disease, it's real and it can be cured. Yeah. You just have to keep, you know, fighting and having faith. And therefore today, which day is it, Bridget? Bridget is like knowing these days.
Today is 26th June, and 26th June is an International Day against drug addiction.
Yeah, drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Belle, which day is it?
26th June.
Okay.
International drug.
Anyway, it's International Day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Yes. Yeah. And we just want to share our experiences. So Bridget, tell us what's you've dealt. Our brother is called Brian. He's a very nice boy, very kind, very
generous.
Yes, he's very generous. He's just so adorable and he's very intelligent. He just happens to be a victim of addiction, and especially drug and alcohol addiction. So we realized instead of keeping it to ourselves all the time as a family for all those years, why don't we share what we go through, our experiences,
and perhaps we could encourage someone out there that they're not alone.
Someone else.
Yeah, they're not alone. We are many who go through it.
Yeah, well, very many actually, and very
you
few
people do. But out of all of us, the person who can make us laugh the most is Belinda. Okay, like it can be sad. But at the same time, it's funny after, like, Brian can come here high and we are all running.
Yes, it's like a movie. It's like a movie when he comes back high. Imagine you guys think you're controlled by some people, but you've not dealt with an addict in your home. He comes back home and you run, take cover for your life. But this one here,
this one goes under the bed.
Under the bed, like, who hides under the bed? Like, imagine if thieves came into the house and you hide under the bed, yet they're going to steal the bed. So basically, Belle has a lot of stories under the bed there. She's always the one carrying all the kids around. Come, let's go.
It's crazy. Basically crazy. And also, of course, if someone is like addicted, they have high demand for money.
Yes.
They want to get money all the time. So every time he would come back home, he's asking for money. He asks from the parents, he asks from us. If you don't give him, he threatens to do something.
Yes, threatens your life,
or
threatens
takes something away from home.
Yeah.
Actually steals it because if it's taken without permission, it's like stealing, and he goes and sells it off to get money.
Just to get that money
to get something. So it would be that kind of tension whereby you're scared if you don't give him the money, he's going to like probably hit a car, hit a window,
burn the house.
If you give him the money, then he's going back to get more high, and you're like
get higher. So it's like you have conflict of interest here. Yes. Like you don't know what to do. What's your biggest memory dealing with a brother who's an addict?
I think my biggest memory is after he gave birth. He has a son. He has a young son who is very adorable to the family. So when the beauty about it is, even when he's high and he's at his worst moment, the son still loves him and still adores him as much as any child would. The son never sees the
Yes, the other side
the
of
other
him.
side of him, and
It's so sweet. Like he comes
beautiful.
back and he's so high, and he's still running to him, Daddy. What? So it really
Daddy
makes
Brian.
you. Yeah, he calls him Daddy Brian. It makes us realize that children are just angels, and they see things differently from the way we see them.
Yes.
True.
Actually, sometimes we think we are too judgmental as humans. You know?
Yes, because for them they still see the
good in people.
and for us, when someone is wrong, we'll see
We
the
just
part
judge
of
them the
it.
way they are, and
Yes.
that's also one of the messages we want to spread. Yeah, we just want to spread the message that much as these people are addicts and they're very annoying and they do all these bad things, there's good in them. And if we can focus on seeing the good in them, then that keeps us hoping that one day the good in them will overcome that addiction. And that is what we hope for with our brother, because he's a very good guy. Anyone who knows him or who knew
Who
him
has
in
interacted
school, who
with
has
him.
interacted with him, you'll know he's intelligent, you'll know he's so sweet. He's the kind of person when he's sober, he will text you, I love you, check on you, how are you, hi my sister. He'll never forget. Has he ever forgotten your birthday?
No,
Never.
he doesn't.
Has he? He
Never.
never forgets birthdays, Mother's Day, Brother's Day.
Asks for
There's even no
forgiveness.
Brother's Day. I'm just
And
getting...
he's one person you can always have an intelligent conversation with. Like
Yeah.
a serious conversation, and he has all these facts. He's an economist by profession, so he'll give you all the data. Even when he's high, his sense of humor is still high.
Yeah.
As in everything is just...
Who remembers the time when he says, when he came home and said, I'm Illuminati? So he knows I love music and dancing, and I've like interacted with different media personalities. So when he's high, the first that comes to his mind is that I'm Illuminati.
Yeah. And then we also have those moments where he comes back and he's apologetic, like probably the night before he did something very bad, probably hit the window or hit someone. He'll come back the next day and he's apologizing and he's very innocent, and you're like, okay, I should just forgive this boy and understand his situation.
Oh, he's now a man.
Yeah, he's now. Yeah, so basically we've been dealing with him like that on and off. Also, you should know, drug addiction, it takes a while. It's not it can't happen very fast all of a sudden. It's a process. So sometimes these guys, they try to sober up, then they slide back, relapse, then they sober up. Then you have to be patient with them and help them to continue being sober. So we want to encourage you, even when he relapses, if you have a family member and they relapse, please don't give up. Keep encouraging them. Keep taking them to the rehabilitation center, even though they don't want, because they need that those toxins to go and be washed out. Keep encouraging them. Keep them busy, and don't give up.
Yeah.
And to the youth, I think drug addiction is also a process. You know, you start like you're smoking one cigarette, you're taking one beer, you're smoking one stick of weed, and slowly it grows, because he also didn't start. He didn't want to become an addict, but he was just being a teenager, probably in S2 in school, and they're smoking weed. And you know, tomorrow you get addicted. Probably you pass through something in your life. Sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's book stress, sometimes it's, you know, your own hustle as a person. And later, that's the only consolation you have. So you end up, it becomes a habit, and you keep smoking this weed, and later it becomes an addiction. You can't do without it. So take care, take caution, and
If you reach that point where you feel you cannot do without that stick of weed, you cannot do without that bottle of alcohol, watch out. Look for help. That means you're getting there. You're becoming an addict, even without noticing.
My advice to parents is, the parents who imagine that when your child is an addict, it's because of poor upbringing.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to make this very clear. Addiction is not an
Nothing to
effect
do.
of upbringing. It is really just a decision that someone makes, a personal decision that you make as young people or as adults, and you decide to help or get consolation from these drugs, or you decide to feel better about something using drugs, but it's not about upbringing. So there are parents who don't understand addictions, even young people. So when they see an addict, they imagine, oh, he was poorly raised, or the parents didn't do much.
they were not strict on him.
They were not strict on him or her. It is
Or
not
they were
true.
too relaxed on him.
Yeah, because we have grown up in an extended family. Anyone who has grown up in this family can tell you that we have been raised all the same way.
The same way.
Even us. I mean, look at how we've turned out, very beautiful, very intelligent,
Yeah.
and very hardworking. So it has nothing to do with how the parents bring up these kids.
And for Brian being the firstborn, really, I think he didn't pass through a lot of spoon feeding.
Yes.
So that would not relate it to
The
being
parents
a
were still in
spoiled
the hustle.
child.
Yeah,
Yes.
parents were still living.
And-
Actually, they were still staying in one room
Yes.
with the mat.
And
when
some
they had
of us
prayer.
were given birth to when they were somewhere, and we still
Yeah.
came out as
Turned
you know,
out.
Yeah. So it's not about the love you give to the child. It's not about anything. It's about a personal decision. In life, people make wrong choices. People make mistakes, and
So, guys, that was it from us. We just wanted to share with you our experiences, our memories, and give you advice on how to deal with a member of the family who is a drug addict. And I hope that on this day, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, you take time to think about your role in society, about and what you're doing about drug addiction. Bridget?
Yeah. Also, maybe what I can say, don't give up. Don't give up on your family member. Don't give up on your friend. Keep encouraging them to be sober. Even though they relapse, keep encouraging them. Just like we keep supporting our brother, keep supporting your person. And also, young people out there, don't take this for granted. It could be one stick a day, and then it turns into 10 sticks, and then it turns into addiction. So please fight addiction and don't take it for granted. You may see us laughing right now, but it causes family members to cry, to be sad. You spend a lot of money in rehabilitation. So please work towards fighting it.
And don't forget that everything happens for a reason. We have learned a lot from this situation, Brian's situation. It has taught us a lot. It has made us stronger. So at the end of the day, for those who are passing through the same challenge as us, keep strong and remember that everything happens for a reason. You learn from it and put God first, because God is the answer to all the
God is number
challenges. So He will take us through, and one day we shall come back here and we shall tell you good news.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Brian himself
Yes.
will be here telling you,
Yes.
talking to the world.
Yes.
Amen.
Once again, it has
been the 3 B's.
3 B's.
And yeah, till
Bye-bye.
next year. Powerpuff Girls. No, you didn't know what that.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, we are the 3 B's.